Right, good morning, everybody. I've only seen about 8 soap sculptures turned in, so hopefully we're getting those worked on and done. I'll start grading some of those today. Other than that, we're going to start moving forward. So we're going to talk a little bit about a British artist by the name of Sir Henry Moore. When addressing or writing or putting down any information about him, you do have to put the title Sir in front because he has been knighted. Sir Henry Moore, born 1898, died in 1986. He was about 88 years old when he passed away. 1986, about 88 years old, almost 88. So some of the things we want to look at with him is he's an abstract sculptor. And we've done a couple of things with abstract. We looked at abstract when we talked about paper sculptures. For the soap, we tried to look at some inspiration or some realistic thing. So we're going to talk a little bit today on the term abstract, and we're going to talk specifically about his version of it. So you guys will have an assignment, and I'll post it up later today into Google Classroom. It's going to deal with about abstract sculpture. His form was to simplify and soften images. And I'll ask you to be looking at what he uses for inspiration. Where did he get his focal point and his kind of signature type of sculpture, and how did that evolve? I want you to find out, was he a large-scale sculptor or small-scale sculptor? How did things come about? It's important to note that if you look at it, he lives through both world wars, World War I and World War II. He is in London during the Blitz when the Nazis are using their air force to bomb Britain. And it's a very tragic and harsh time for the British people. And he lives through that. Some of his drawings and sketches are done while he's in their subways, huddled with other Britons as bombs are dropping around them. And he gets, and he does drawings, and then he remakes those drawings inside of what he's doing. So he's a world-renowned artist. He has sculptures all through England and throughout the world. So it shouldn't be too hard to find some information on him. I have this beautiful website, which, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give you this one because it's simple. So I'm going to drop over here in the chat. So henrymore.org. But I'm going to share it with you real quick just so you can see what it looks like. Maybe I'm going to share it with you. Having one of those days. Here we go. So when you first get here, it's the Henry Moore Foundation. And we've got our little screen through. And this has a lot of information on it. When you kind of scroll down through, there is a library archive that's located at his at the foundation. The sculpture gardens there. Of course, with everything that's going on, they are not open to the public right now. I think this is interesting, the interactive map, so you can see where his sculptures are. So you can kind of check some of those out. But this is a resource that is going to be very good for you to kind of look over and take a look at to gather some information. It's not the only place. Up here on my tabs, I also have the studio view. So this is inside his studio, and that is an elderly Sir Henry Moore working. And you see he's got a lot of little plaster pieces around, a bowl to make up his plaster in, and he works from plaster to do his base work. Also at the top, oops, close that one down now. Oh, that's foundation. I might close down the wrong one. I did. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to look up some information about Sir Henry Moore, and I want you to do some sketches on there. I'll put in an assignment. And I'll show you in a minute what it's just kind of what some of the bases are to look at Henry's stuff. And we're also going to see, so I have to make contact with the school. If I can get in, I'm going to have a box of styrofoam blocks that'll be in the lobby, so you guys can grab one. You can use the same tools you use with soap. You can also use, some of the students who just carve with their hands. If I can get those blocks out to the high school lobby so that you guys can pick them up, I will let you know. If not, we'll just take some notes and we'll do a little interaction. And Wednesday we'll do a group talk about Henry. I'd also like to try to get in a critique of our soap carvings. So if I could have some pictures done of soap carvings, and then we can all at least turn on mics and we can socially talk about them. If not, we will figure out some way to handle an interaction with a critique as a group. Looking forward, I'd like you guys to see if you can do a couple of things. So I'm gonna have you scavenge a little bit. Scavenge one is try to find some cardboard. It doesn't have to be awesome cardboard, but see if you can find some cardboard. I'm calling some of the, I'll try to call some of the appliance places and outlet stores that are close to Springfield and see if they can let you guys have some cardboard. So try to find some cardboard. We're gonna look for recycled or found object. So start saving, if you're a pop drinker or if you have like aluminum cans, start saving up some of those aluminum cans and some of those plastic bottles. And we're gonna work with that. If not, if you see like any interesting things, such as like stuff that is left out or left by the curbside, we can start to collect some of those, because we're gonna try to do a recycled / found object art piece. What else are we going to be? So I hope you've seen Mr. Giha's latest message about the duration that we are out. So we are definitely going to be out through spring break and then possibly coming back after spring break, but it's not a positive or a guaranteed for sure yet. So make sure you're checking those, and you can see that on the school's website, and just make sure that you guys are keeping up with that. If I can't get stuff to the lobby so you guys have some items, then what we'll do is we'll start to talk about the best way to handle class without having materials, and we'll figure those things out. So I want to go back and show you. So I'm going to screen share again. Hop in, hop over, share this. So you're going to see this paper, Sir Henry Moore. And these are just some of his sketches. These are specific style and time frame of his sketches. And I'm going to have you do 3 abstract sketches for yourself based on people you see around you, because I'm sure you guys have at least some humans there. But we're going to look at trying to make abstract forms from people. And we're going to do sets of sketches just like this. So this would qualify as 1 full homework page. This qualifies as 1 full homework page. So these are 3 examples of what you could do as a homework. These are actual sketches done by Henry. Some of them, these are all done charcoals on a colored tinted paper. And they're authentic to a specific time in his sculpture career. And we'll talk a little bit about that. So I've been talking for 10 minutes, almost. How is everything going for you all? Are we at a point where you think we're ready to move forward? Or some of you still not done with soap? No, we're gonna pause the video for a second because this always takes some time. So what we've just been discussing a little bit is, if you are done with soap, make sure you put in a picture and put in the note, final picture. If you are not done with soap, make sure you put in there when you upload the picture to Google Classroom that you're still working on soap. We're gonna try to get those in there. If you want a temporary grade, then I will put in, looking at where you are, I'll put down a temporary grade. If you don't want it graded yet, then you can just put a note, not ready for grades. And then I will just put a note into Google or into PowerSchool that says still working on but has turned in. And then that way it's a way for us to all track back and forth and communicate. I will put up the homework assignment. I will attempt to get to the high school sometime. I have to check and see if I can get in, and if I can, I will get phone blocks out there in the lobby. If you pick up, or if you're having someone pick up, tell them please only get one block, because I'll set out one block per student. So tell them to just please get one block. Don't take a whole bunch. If you can't get to school, the downside is like, I think like all the art stores are closed right now too. I tried to call some of them on Saturday and Sunday, in between mopping out my basement, and I think they're closed, and that they also refer their website. So I don't know if so don't think you can go buy something. We have some stuff that's just securely put in the high school right now. So we're going to try to get those to you guys. Look for found objects and see if you can get cardboard. So I'm going to call again. Kai just said, I just need tools. I can get my own art block. Michael's, oh, okay. Michael's is doing curbside pickup. When we called Sunday, they said they were closed, but to check their website. And I was driving, so I couldn't check the website. So, but I don't want you guys buying stuff. I've got the stuff. It's part of what we have. So you can just go and pick it up. I will try and make contact with, like the Lowe's and the Home Depots and all those places, and see if they would be willing to let you guys get cardboard. If they are, I'll post it in Google Classroom. If not, we'll skip past that project. Last but not least, next time someone heads to the grocery store, you should ask for some flour, because we're going to make paper mache and you will need flour, or wallpaper paste works. And I will see, again, if I can get to the high school, I will set out little boxes of paper mache mix, and then all you need is a bowl and some water. The instructions will be on the box. But we are going to start to do a paper mache sculpture here, depending on how everything works out, and what we can get to. So things you're going to need for that is something to make paper mache with: wallpaper paste, flour, or if I can get the stuff to you guys, I'll get the stuff to you guys. You'll also need newspapers, and you're going to need a stack of newspapers. So start saving up your newspapers. If it's recycling day and people put out bundles of newspapers and it's not rained upon, go grab those stacks of recycled newspapers. Otherwise, it's good to kind of see you guys, and hope things are going well. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you're not getting too drenched with water as it keeps raining on us. If you don't have anything else, they don't deliver newspapers to you? That is unreal. Go see if you can find an old person, because they tend to collect a newspaper. I mean, don't steal it from them, but maybe at a distance with a mask on, see if you can get any. Hey, when I was young, man, I used to deliver newspapers all the way to all the apartment buildings over there by Carmela Gardens, on Garden Road, over off of, oh my gosh, not Airport, but on Perrysburg, Holland. Man, I had a ton of those places. That was a lot of newspaper. So we're going to look for those things: found objects, cardboard, newspaper, paper mache, mixing stuff. You're going to look up some information on Henry Moore. I'm going to put out a little "What do you know" quiz, and then we'll follow that up later on with a "What did you learn" quiz about Henry. And we're going to have sketches this week. So try to have by Wednesday your sketches done. They shouldn't take you too long. I'm just looking for 3 sketches. So we'll say maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes worth of sketch work this week to do that. And then hopefully I'll have good news for you guys. You guys definitely should, if you have any immunity issues, or if you have asthma, or if you have breathing problems along that, or if you've been sick, you want to be careful with being around anyone exposed to the virus. So if you have any of those things, send someone else to go get stuff or do stuff. Don't risk your health, because if anything, I can find a way for us to still learn without having to put anybody in danger. So I think that's all I've got for today. If you guys want to stick and ask me questions, we can do that. But I'm going to stop recording right now, and then this video will save, and I will answer all your questions. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. Peace.